What's going on? Welcome to the first It's Just Hustle podcast show. My name is Mikey Gomez and I'm a Gracie Baja black belt. I've been training since 1998 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I won the Nogi National Championship right here in the States as a black belt in the super heavyweight division, which is crazy enough. I got that big at one point, right? I won the Cage Warriors USA Welterweight Championship of the World back in 2008. Now, the dream was to become an MMA champion, right? I'm a UFC champion, but I actually never even made it there, which is crazy. And the reason I'm putting on this show is because once I transitioned from MMA, from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu into entrepreneurship, I understood that the only reason I didn't make it was for the belief that I went through some crazy times during that transition, right? Back in mid-2015, going into entrepreneurship, I didn't really want to be teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu anymore. I wanted to do other things in life. I felt like in life, as you understand, like things progress, right? Our vision, our goals, we change, right? As we grow up, as we get older. And my vision naturally just also progressed into something else. I wanted to start an online business. I wanted to get into entrepreneurship. I really wanted to learn about how money works. So since mid-2015, that journey brought me all the way now in 2023. I understood how money works. Something that I actually forgot, let me digress to share with you guys, is that the reason I wanted to change and I was searching, which is what brought me here, is because I actually blew all my money away. As you know, in mixed martial arts, right, at the time, right, when I was coming out of, when I was retiring, I should say, right, the Conor McGregors and then were starting to come on board. And it's funny, right, my instructor actually told me, Marcia Simas told me way back in the day, Mikey, by the time that you're coming out of the sport is when the big money is going to be coming in. And wow, talk about, being with people that see ahead of you, that have done things before you, right, to guide you there. And he was right. 2015, I was pissed off because I blew all my money away. I was living in a buddy's house, right, with some friends that were doing very well in life, and in the Hollywood Hills out in California, 4-story home with an elevator. Crazy life, right? Having an amazing time. But I actually became, during that time, somebody that was doing things that weren't really aligned with who I really am. It brought me into blowing all my money away and sleeping in my car in Santa Monica for 42 days. We'll get into that a whole nother time, but it was one of the best things that happened to me, but one of the toughest situations I actually went through. But here we are, having a conversation with you. I'm leveraging technology to share some information, some things that I've learned along the journey. I've helped people win world championships, Pan American championships, MMA world titles, right? And been part of people's successes of winning actually the Ultimate Fighter reality show. So I've learned some things along that journey. I'm gonna share some things with you, right, that helped me get there, some things that I've learned that I didn't know during that stage. I learned how money works. I got involved with cryptocurrency because the reason I actually went through that struggle is not because I was broke, it was really because I didn't know what to do with the money that was coming in. See, I never made millions or anything, low six figures, right, on my biggest years, but I blew it all away in cars, having some fun, renting, right, very expensive places, and not understanding that I was supposed to put my money into assets, right, where it could grow and actually multiply itself for me not to go into those struggles. So part of this is also to share with you guys, with athletes especially, right, fighters, they go through a rocky story. We go through a real life rocky story simply because we don't know what to do with our money. Recently, I heard that a former UFC champion, right, was completely broke as well. And it's funny enough because I've been talking about this while they were all in their successes, but people undermine things, right? We have a weird relationship with money. That is a little bit about me. I actually now own a digital franchise. I built an online business, right? I'm actually, I learned how to speak, how to share everything that I've learned, all these different things. There's just skill sets that I've learned, and it took me some time to learn. And now I'm able to leverage technology and share with you guys the things that I've learned. I'm gonna be talking about leadership, things that I've learned and things that I didn't know along the journey, and things that I've learned after I retired from fighting. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys about entrepreneurship, how to be healthy through the carnivore diet. This is my 10th month being carnivore. You already know, right? If you're an athlete, you know a serious athlete, right? I never cheated on that diet, right? So all I eat is animal-based diet, no fruits, no sugar, no nothing. We'll get into that, right? And it's the best I've ever felt. I'm gonna be talking about competition, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, samurai, and the martial arts principles that you can apply in life and in business that helped me a lot, and I know it can help you as well. I'm gonna be talking about how to be a man of honor, right? And talking more about cryptocurrency. As I mentioned, you see my Bitcoin in there. I'm a huge Bitcoin believer, and that is not because of what everyone is saying. It's because I put in the time to actually learn what Bitcoin is. That's how I got involved in crypto. After I learned how money worked, I started building assets, right? All the money I was bringing in, I was reinvesting everything, living below the complete opposite of how I used to live when I was a professional athlete. How to really understand where to put your money. Why am I going to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, other cryptocurrencies that have real value, so you don't end up through the same crap that I once went. Now, this is my time. This is the first episode. I'm going to be talking about some massive things. I appreciate your time. These are topics that you're interested in, that you want to learn about: entrepreneurship, digital entrepreneurship, building a personal brand, competition, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and using a samurai and martial arts principle to apply in your life. Then this is definitely the show for you. Well, like and subscribe to this channel and share it with people if you find value in the coming episodes from the It's Just Hustle show. Now, that is my time with you guys. Quick introduction. We're gonna rock and roll together. You already know what it is, because quitters never win and winners never quit. And this is the It's Just Hustle podcast, the It's Just Hustle show, because winning and succeeding in life is not a big deal. It's just hustle. They tell us all the time, coaches growing up, hustle, 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 go get the ball, go get this, hustle, hustle, hustle. So don't be a sissy. Hustle towards your dreams, hustle towards your goals, towards your life. Because if you want to be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, what was the difference? If you're a black belt watching this right now, what was the difference between you and your buddies that started with you, or the ones that started with you and then quit along the journey? It's just hustle. You put in the effort and you didn't stop until you got that. Now, life, business, relationships, it's the same thing, guys. It's just hustle. I appreciate you being in here with me. If you got value out of this, if you're interested about these topics, like and subscribe, and we're gonna crush it together.